Everyone deserves a place to call home. Housing's not just a roof over our heads, it's a fundamental human right. Good housing shapes our health, our education, and our communities. Every Kiwi deserves the chance to thrive, but sadly this isn't the reality for many. Right now, Aotearoa, New Zealand is not delivering the affordable homes we need. Over 20,000 households are waiting on the housing register, and more than 100,000 people face severe housing deprivation. Home ownership has been steadily declining since 1991. This situation didn't come about suddenly. Decisions by successive governments have contributed to ongoing issues such as insufficient housing supply, unaffordability, and inequitable access to housing. The Waitangi Tribunal has recognised significant treaty breaches which have resulted in ongoing disparities and barriers for Māori. Despite decades of government initiatives, the housing situation remains complex, confusing and worsening. Falling home ownership rates, rising rental prices, and more families waiting on the housing register are stretching the system thin. Each year, around $5 billion of taxpayer money, that's $5,000 million, is spent on housing support. This includes the accommodation supplement, income-related rent subsidies, and emergency, transitional and social housing. Community and social housing providers are working to address the current challenges through local partnerships and innovative approaches. Navigating this complexity is challenging. Multiple agencies, Ministry of Social Development, Kāinga Ora, iwi, developers and community housing providers are all part of the puzzle, sometimes making it harder for families to get timely help. And the cost of properly housing those currently waiting is conservatively estimated at $13 billion. So how did we get here? In 1905, New Zealand introduced the world's first public housing policy, aiming to provide affordable homes for workers. However, limited funding and political commitment led to its discontinuation the following year. In the 1930s, the Great Depression prompted a major state housing drive, with government-built homes designed specifically for the nuclear family model. These homes were often poorly suited to diverse family structures or cultural needs, and their insulation and ventilation were based on the assumption of a full-time homemaker in each house. Governments supported home ownership through mortgage subsidies. From the 1950s to the 1970s, government policies encouraged Māori and later Pacific peoples to move into Aotearoa's urban centres to meet labour shortages. However, housing policies failed to adequately plan for or accommodate the rapid urban migration, leading to widespread overcrowding and unsuitable living conditions. From 1984 to the early 1990s, sweeping market-driven reforms saw the end of the government mortgage subsidies and many state homes were sold off, frequently below market value. There was an end to the government's commitment to universal housing, and the availability of affordable public housing was significantly reduced. In 1993, the government introduced the accommodation supplement, intended to help low-income households with private rents. But landlords responded by raising rents, effectively absorbing the subsidy. In the early 2000s, community housing providers, or CHIPs, began emerging as key players, delivering innovative community-focused housing solutions. These organisations offer affordable homes and essential support services, becoming vital in addressing gaps left by shrinking state involvement. In 2019, Kāinga Ora was established as a centralised housing provider and urban development agency to better coordinate housing provision. Yet despite this, housing remains unaffordable with ongoing shortages and significant unmet need. History shows good intentions mixed with short-sighted policies, structural inequities and missed opportunities. But there is hope. Social and community housing providers are stepping up, supporting over 100,000 households with affordable, stable housing and vital support services. They bring local knowledge, flexibility and a deep commitment to communities, helping families find not just a house, but a home. You can be part of the solution. The Community Housing Aotearoa Sector Induction can help you learn more about housing in Aotearoa and discover how you can help change lives for the better.